SCP-1360. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1360 is to be restrained within a humanoid containment cell at Site-19. The presence of 4 security personnel is required prior to entry. Restraints may not be removed unless specifically required for testing. For communication purposes, SCP-1360 is to be provided with a pen and notebook. Description: SCP-1360 is an animate, fully articulated android. SCP-1360 stands at 1.83 meters tall and weighs 100 kilograms. 2 white PMMA circles, approximately 3 centimeters in diameter, represent the android's eyes. SCP-1360's body is composed of molded polycarbonate casings over an aluminum frame. These casings are covered in a black fabric of unknown composition, referred to as SCP-1360-1. This covering acts as a skin and has a universal thickness of 1 centimeter. The serial number 031 is woven into...
Hang on. SCP-1974, debating tub and communist water. The brain that ate itself. What? Logan makes some pretty good SCP videos, but you know.
Now, why did you kill those fathers? If you don't talk now, we will remove you from this attempt and place you back into...
By order of the Overseer Council, this file is subject to Level 4 classification. Level...
Okay, boy.
As Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-8 samples have been deemed Class 5 Extreme Biological Hazards, and all related protocols apply. Incineration and irradiation measures will be deployed in the event of a political or military action which may result in the facility being dismantled. A power failure or zero communications from operatives or outside channels during any given 8-hour period. The quarantine period for operatives leaving the facility is 4 months. If a breach has occurred, incineration and irradiation measures shall be deployed. It should be the policy of all G2 sites to not prepare an evacuation procedure. Description: SCP-8 is a complex prion, samples of which are stored in each of the known G2 sites. Research into SCP-8 is highly classified and primarily aimed at preventing research which may lead to the synthesis of SCP-8 in the distant future. Traits of the SCP-8 prion include 100% infectiousness, 100% lethality, transmission through exposed mucous membranes, and all bodily fluids, not airborne or waterborne. Symptoms of infection with SCP-8 manifest no more than 3 hours after exposure, and include flu-like symptoms with high fever, plus severe dementia in later stages. Coma onset approximately 20 hours after the first symptoms appear, and 12 hours after noticeable dementia. Coma onset will be considered onset of death. A period of sporadic cellular necrosis occurs, which comes to resemble gangrene. Surviving tissue assumes its original function and is highly resilient. Red blood cells greatly increase oxygen storage capacity, resulting in slower blood flow and increased muscle endurance and strength. Nervous and muscular systems are unaffected by total organ failure for several hours. Metabolism may decrease to extremely low levels, allowing subject to survive for over 10 years without nutrition. High blood viscosity results in negligible blood flow from gunshot and slashing injuries. Conditioned behavior, motor controls, and instinctive behavioral mechanisms are damaged, and cognitive abilities are severely retarded and erratic. Animals experience excessive brain necrosis and are inactive. Subject can adapt to its damaged nervous systems, but is limited to basic physical activities including standing up, balancing on two legs, walking, biting, grabbing, and crawling. Subject will energetically move towards sights, sounds, and smells it associates with living humans. Subject will attempt to ingest living humans if physical contact is made. Neutralizing fully infected subjects requires significant cranial trauma. There is strong evidence to suggest that SCP-8 itself did not form naturally on Earth, since variants of similar complexity would have displaced much of the ecosystem. In 1959, a short collaborative effort with the USSR to locate G2 sites and eliminate SCP-8 was negotiated following their discovery. The status of SCP-8 in Russian custody since collaboration ended is unknown. Addendum 8-1. SCP-500 has been found to be able to completely cure SCP-8 even in the advanced stages of the disease. If you had adequate clearance to listen to this file, this has been SCP-8. Ending transmission. Alright, people. Today we're going to be looking at SCP-82. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Enlarged living quarters located at Armed Biocontainment Area 14 have been appropriated for the suppression and appeasement of SCP-82. While standard weapons have little effect in policing SCP-82, cooperation is easily attained through a charade. Subject is currently under the impression that it has been made the King of France, and that its containment area is actually a grand palace designed for its protection. All interacting personnel are to be made aware of this charade and are ordered to follow the ruse. Housekeeping personnel are to be Class D personnel only. Guards tasked with the containment of SCP-82 are to be given Level 2 clearance, but are instructed to refrain from interacting directly with SCP-82. Description: SCP-82 is genetically human, however, through some process, either chemical, hormonal, cancerous, or supernatural, SCP-82 has grown to giant proportions, approximately 2.4 meters tall, around 8 foot, weighing over 310 kilograms, about 700 pounds. SCP-82's physical characteristics are grossly disproportional. It has a slightly pointed, balding head, a large, rounded chin and jaw, a bulbous nose, and dark, sunken eyes. Subject is both overweight and possesses a great amount of muscle mass. Forearms are muscular and dangerous, with a circumference of about 71 centimeters. That's 28 inches. The breadth of the subject's fist is nearly 30 centimeters along the knuckles, almost 12 inches. Though the feet are large, they are small in proportion to the subject's body. Men's size 14, U.S. Subject's skin is tan dark, and overall physical appearance is compounded by numerous scars, the results of years of attempts of suppression and containment. Most x-rays have been difficult to interpret because of the high density of its muscle tissue, but scans have revealed countless bullets and even several knife and sword blades lodged in SCP-82's flesh. SCP-82 refers to itself as Fernand, and speaks fluent French and heavily accented English. When it speaks, it does so through enormous clenched teeth. SCP-82 only parts teeth to eat food and to sing. Subject will sing songs of its own pleasing, ranging from forgotten Victorian-era songs to modern classical, typically while cooking and eating. SCP-82 does not comb the hair on the sides of its head, but does cut it, and shaves with a large butcher knife originally provided for food preparation. It should be noted that even facial hair is exaggerated, a single strand being as thick as a millimeter, similar in thickness and appearance to graphite of a mechanical pencil. Occasionally, SCP-82 will clench its teeth so hard that the gums bleed, but it is not known why. This is considered normal. The demeanor of SCP-82 is very amicable and carefree. SCP-82 has accrued a wide wardrobe over its time of incarceration, and it enjoys dressing up in many different fashions, including formal wear, military uniform, as a clown, and in women's clothing. New pieces should be made available on request. Subject often attempts to joke and is usually quite polite to personnel, often inviting them to dinner. However, visiting personnel should be aware that at any moment, SCP-82 is capable of attacking and voraciously eating others. Subject will often apologize for its lack of manners for interrupting someone's conversation by devouring their head while making a mess of his quarters. SCP-82's jaws are strong enough to crack bone, and it seems to enjoy skulls. Attacks are seemingly random with no motivation. Whether or not subject is recently eaten has no effect on this cannibalistic hunger. SCP-82 is incapable of different.
What are you watching?
I don't know.
Nice day today. Are you guys just in the way to go bowling tonight?
Bowling.
Yes,
Huh? Huh? To do anything, babe?
I want to go bowling. I haven't gone bowling in like
I
20
know,
years.
I know. A bunch of friends are going, so should be nice.
So when are we gonna go bowling?
Well, around 6, but we probably get ready by 5:30 and go down. So by
5:30.
5, we'll get ready, maybe, give or take, and go down by 6.
Give or take. Are we gonna take Jackie?
No, we cannot take Jackie.